So sexy. Sorry, you've just the first thing you've heard me say, contestant is so sexy. I was just seeing something in the chat that said so sexy. That wasn't me saying it to you. I'm so sorry. Good morning. Welcome in.
Good morning. The afternoon.
It
For
is.
good morning.
It is the afternoon, folks. It is 4 p.m. And your name, for those who don't know you, is.
Hi. I'm Yogurt.
Can you believe it, folks? What a coup this is. Is it a coup or a coupe?
Coop.
It's a coupe. It's a coupe slash a coup.
Coop is better.
Coupe is better. Folks, Yogurt is going to be playing Deal or No Deal with us today. Now, Yogurt, I do need to invite you to the stream together thing. If that's do you use Chrome?
I don't use Chrome.
Okay.
I use Firefox.
No, wait. Have they made it so it works on Firefox yet? I'm going to Google
Maybe.
It's fine. Well, the only reason I do stream together is so it comes up with your little name, like next to my stream. So it'll say that I'm streaming with you. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to you have to be streaming at the same time. But I think, I don't know if they do it through Firefox these days. Good browser choice from Yogs. I am warming towards Firefox. I use Chrome because I've always used Chrome, and also this fucking guff needs Chrome.
I think it might work. I think
should we just give it a go? Should we just try it? Yeah. We'll just give it a go. Okay. So I'm going to invite you to the stream together thing, but I'm going to mute the audio, and you mute the audio from me as well, if that's okay.
Okay.
Invite guests. So this is what I had to do with Leopard the other day, but we did it off stream, so it was a lot more professional. Invite YogurtCorgi. Send invite. Let's see if that works.
Oh,
you in?
I'm in.
Oh, good. I'm glad that works on Firefox now. I'm sure that was just a Chrome thing a while ago.
Does it need my mic?
Oh. No. Don't worry about it, because all we're doing in that is just basically having you in the call, so it shows up on Twitch. We'll do everything through Discord, because Discord is far more stable. How are the levels, by the way, folks? Is Yogurt a little bit quiet, a little bit loud? Do you want to just do a little bit of a talk? Do you want to just introduce yourself if people don't know you, Yogurt?
Yeah, I'm Yogurt. That's about it, really.
Why don't you talk about how we know each other?
Oh my god, yeah. So many years ago.
It was a long time ago.
We were both wee babies on Twitch.tv.
Yeah.
And we used to do karaoke on Twitch Sings.
We did.
And then
that's how we know each other, folks. We know each other because we sang together on Twitch Sings. Isn't that wild? This is a bit random, says Clayton Croydon, but what flavour of yogurt are you?
I am every flavour all at once, but also I am a dog, so there's hair in it.
That's good. I like that answer. Has anyone asked you that before?
All the time.
Really?
I used to find friends to play VR with by going on VR dating apps, which is really, really cringe. And
no, by all means.
Literally every person that I'd match on there would be like, "Oh, what flavour of yogurt are you?" And I'd just be like, "Oh, I'm just whatever flavour you want me to be." Wink.
Oh, I just changed my username if that was me. I mean, props to you for not, but that would wind me up so much if that was constantly what was going on.
Yeah.
I think it would actually.
It was a bit. Some people would be weird. I remember one person said they'd want to lick yogurt from my belly, and I was like, right, I'm not using this app anymore.
Okay. Well, we are pre-watershed, so let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
It says, really, I've made some dicey stuff here, Yogs. It's something else, isn't it? It's fine. Immediate uninstall, says Fruits. Yeah. Yogurt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you, but because the game is so old, it won't let me just share the game by itself. So what I have to do is I have to share my whole screen, if that's okay.
That's all right.
So I'm also going to share the audio, but what will happen is you'll hear yourself. So you'll have to mute the audio, I think. Is that okay?
Okie doke.
That's fine. Okay. Let's see if this works. Can I still stream in 1080? Well, apparently I can. I think it's re-enabled. Oh, hello. I think it's re-enabled my Discord Nitro trial for some reason. Really weird, that, isn't it? Are you a corgi shaped as a yogurt, though? Asks Kyle.
No.
There's your answer. Bark, welcome in. I should have raided to you, but Twitch didn't tell me you were streaming. That's fine, Bark. That is also self-promo, Bark, and that is a ban, I'm afraid. Really, really bad stuff. And especially considering what happened last time with Nightlights. Folks, do please give Bark a follow. They've just started doing some Minecraft. Doing a bit of Minecraft. They have just started streaming recently. Please give them a follow. Get them to 50 followers. Let's get some emotes and all that sort of thing. I did also give Yogurt a shout out earlier. Folks, Yogurt won't like admitting this, but they do stream. Don't you?
I do. I do.
What do you stream? What sort of stuff do you do?
I just talk a lot, really. Whatever else is happening gets forgotten. Nice, and the talking gets forgotten too, actually.
You do, forgive me for sort of hijacking that answer with actually me answering it properly. You do some co-working streams, don't you?
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, because you do you are also sorry, I was gonna sound like an old man when I said this. It is a VTuber that you are, isn't it? That is what it is. It is VTubing.
VTubing.
But
yeah.
I only say that because I know I thought there was a difference between VTubing and PNG tubing, but I've noticed now that PNG tubing is sort of just like a subset of VTubing, and they're fairly interchangeable in that sense. Not all VTubers are PNG tubers, but all PNG tubers are VTubers. Am I right in saying that? I'm doing a lot of assuming here.
I think it just kind of depends where people identify with it, really. Because I know some people who just use a PNG because they don't want a camera.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I'm just a streamer. But then there's some people who use a PNG because they want a VTuber model, but they are very expensive.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Speaking of VTuber modeling, do you want to put some links in the chat? Do you do VTuber rigging? Is it? I'm so sorry. I don't know the terms. This is really bad of me. I should have done my research.
Nah, it's all right. I don't really sell it at the moment because there's a lot to do. And then, but I do other art and animation and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's sort of taken over a bit at the moment. So
that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Should we boot up the game?
Yes.
Here we go. I'm so sorry if that was really awkward, by the way, because oh, hello. I don't know. I know you do stream and stuff like that, but you might be a bit too shy to say it. And I really do. Folks, if you're not following Yogurt, you are sorely missing out. Yogurt is probably, of all the people who still visit regularly on Twitch, Yogurt is my oldest Twitch pal. Probably. In fact, it might be Bucket, I'm not sure. But around the same time, so we're talking 2019 here. Yogurt knew me in 2019 and still actively chooses to know me in 2025, which is an absolute miracle. It's absolutely mad.
Yeah, well, I don't have many friends, so
Yogurt. It can't do your full name. It can do YogurtCorgi. Is that good enough?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, super stuff. Yogurt, welcome to Deal or No Deal. My name, if you can believe it, is... How are the levels? Folks, are the levels good, by the way? Have we decided that the levels are suddenly not right, or what? There's many different versions, Clade, and this is a very, very old version. Sounds good. Super duper stuff. Yogurt, welcome to Deal or No Deal. My name is Noel Edmondson. Please, for the good of the Deal or No Deal crowd, can you introduce yourself? I know you already have done, but just a really, really simple sort of my name's Yogurt sort of thing.
Yeah, my name's Yogurt and I'm a dog.
Nice. Very good. Should we get into the game itself? so we get rid of this fucking music that you can't actually hear, but everyone else can, and it's really annoying. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's right, lovely stuff. So the first thing that you're going to have to do is let Noel Edmonds talk. He's finished talking. Okay, you have to pick a box first of all. Is there a particular number that you would like to pick?
Can I go for number 8?
Number 8, yeah, absolutely. Is there a particular reason you've gone for number 8?
I used to say it was my lucky number, but it really wasn't.
It's just a nice looking number.
It's just a nice number. It's got some nice like curves.
Yeah. Don't know where to go with that. I've just got to let Noel finish talking. And now the music's turned off. And it gets very, very serious. Yogurt, welcome to Deal or No Deal. My name is Noel Edmondson. And you are Yogurt, who is a dog. You've picked box number 8 because it has some nice curves. Quote unquote. Yeah. How much would you like to win today?
I want at least £1 because then I can pay off my parents' mortgage for them.
Great answer. Really good answer. Before we get going, actually, I would just like to go over what people have won previously, if that's okay. Because I don't think this is mentioned that much. So the 2 people have won £100,000. The next highest winnings is 11,000, and then it's 4,600. 2 people would have won 3,000, and then it's Leopard, who was on last time, who won £500. And then there's a numerous amount of 50p's, 50 quid, 10 quid, 50 quid, 1 quid, 3 1p's, and a 50p again. You could probably just deal on the first go and be like 2nd or 3rd in the all-time rankings. It's people always play to the end. I don't think anyone's had 250k in the first box, Claydon. We have had one game where 250k and 1p were the only 2 boxes left at the end, though. That was really good. Spoiler alert, they won 1p. Which was really good. It was, what a game that was. So £1. It is funnier to play to the end. It's a proper nasty show. This says Lep was on it last time and won 500 quid. He did evoke the ire of the gods of Deal or No Deal, though, by repeatedly being a prick. So just a little lesson for you there. Just a little warning for you as well, Yogurt, I suppose. The presenter's a bit aggressive. Fuck off, mate. Fuck off, please. I actually can't time you out because I can't tab out the game, but I will log into my phone. I will come out of my spreadsheet on my phone, and I will time you out, Leopard. Yogurt. Yes. Should we get going?
Yeah.
So I can swing forward, and you can have a look at the board if you'd like. I can swing back. I can also swing to the left, and you can look at the contestants on the left, and you can swing to the right and look at the contestants on the right. Is there a particular place that you would like to go first?
Let's have a look at the left.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go.
Can I have box number 16, please?
Box number 16 is a fantastic person to start with because that is Harriet Henderson. And Harriet Henderson's really interesting because she is wearing a shirt from the Harry Hill range, if you can see that. It is sort of the inverse of Harry Hill, though, because he wore a black jacket and a white shirt, and she's gone the other way around. Do you have anything to say about that? Harry Hill sort of fashion in 2025? In the big 25, as they say on TikTok?
It's quite nice, actually, you know. It's nicer.
You did not sound so sure about that. No?
Yes, she's missing the glasses.
She does need some glasses, doesn't she? She laughed at that. She was yawning. I don't know, one or the other. Maybe she's heard it all before. Harriet, could you get us off to a good start with box number 16, please?
Open box 16. £1,000.
I think that's okay. I think that's... People worry when they get a red first time off, but I do think... I've said it before, the 1, the 3 and the 5k, they're acceptable reds. I think they're perfectly fine. Once you're going above 10k, it gets a little bit iffy. 1, 3, and 5, I think are absolutely fine, so do not fret about that at all. Claydon
They're
says...
more orange than red.
They're the yeah, we'll call them that then. We'll call them the oranges.
Fine.
Claydon says on the PC version I have, you're forced to take box number 5 every time. That's so stupid. Claydon, if you want to try this one, it's by a company called Mindscape. I think you can find it on the Internet Archive and probably My Abandonware and stuff like that. If you want to give this one a go, it is a little bit janky though. You can't tab out of it. Siam, welcome in, by the way. Supporting from a lurk, Go Yogs, Wumpy. It is Wumpy. Siam, not Wumpy, but I'll accept that. You've got your own little supporters here, Yogurt. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, got a little fan club.
Little fan club.
They're in the audience for me.
Yeah.
They're on like
what are they
different
called?
row.
What's the fan club called? It's got to be something yogurt related, like Muller. I don't know. I said Muller and then just fucking abandoned that. It's the Yogs cast. That'd be really good left if that wasn't unfortunately
really
taken
good.
already.
That's such a good one. I'll take that one.
Yeah, we'll just go with that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I will be getting a cease and desist in the post, I assume, from is it Lewis Brindley? Get the usernames now before someone else gets it. The first round is 5 boxes, by the way, Yogurt, just to let you know. So you pick 5 boxes in the first round. It's 3 from then on. Where would you like to go now?
Can I go for box number 5?
You can go for box number 5. Absolutely, box number 5. Really interestingly is Marcus, who loves to smile.
That's nice.
I thought he was going to smile when I said that. He sometimes does that. He'll probably wait until I'm looking down at my phone to do it. But it's really interesting you say that because Harriet is sort of wearing the opposite of what Marcus is wearing. Marcus has a lovely black jacket and a lovely tight white t-shirt. There he is. Really good, Marcus. He loved that when I called him a little tight white t-shirt. He absolutely loved that. Marcus, can we have some more smiles, please? Leopard says that's a bit weird. That's not weird at all, mate. I think you should fuck off. You wanted to shag half the contestants when you were on it, so please leave that alone, mate. Marcus, number 5, please. Can we have a blue? Is that all right?
Open box 5, please. £250.
Very good. Very good indeed. And he's smiling again. Thank you very much, Marcus. Thank you very much, mate. Lewis and Simon, that's the one. Good start. Marcus, number 5. A little bit of banker in my... someone can do something with that. Where would you like to go now, Yogurt?
Ooh, let's have a look at the right.
Absolutely. There's your options on the right hand side.
I might go for number 2, please.
Box number 2, really interesting. Now, box number 2 is Lady Di, who is dead. That is the only thing I've got about her in this fact sheet. It's literally one word. It says dead. Actually, you can see that. I don't know if you can sort of zoom in on that. It's the second to bottom one. It says Lady Di. It just says dead. It's really interesting. She is thoroughly uninteresting as a person, though, unfortunately. However, she did have the 250,000 in Leopard's game. What'd you make of that?
Oh, she's holding out. She's holding out in us all.
She's holding out. Would you like to say anything to her before she opens the box?
I mean, she looks a bit like, you know, when Doctor Who was a woman.
Yeah, Jodie Whittaker. Does look a bit like Jodie Whittaker, actually.
Does look a bit like Jodie Whittaker. So,
sorry, I don't know where to go with that. I'm trying to think of a joke, but it's not. I can't really think of anything. So why don't you? She laughed at it. She smiled at that. Why don't you, Lady Di / Jodie Whittaker? Why don't you have a blue box like the TARDIS? Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. If we can sort of workshop that for the next time on Friday when we do this, there's a really good joke in there. Blue box TARDIS something. Box number 2, please.
Open box 2. £50,000. Just what we didn't want to see.
That's rough.
We know what we don't want to see.
I knew she was holding out, so I should have changed my mind.
Yeah, that is rough. Really bad. Really bad. That is. It can be worse, but It's not what you want to see on round 1. She hates Doctor Who. Should we get a blue in the next one? How about that?
I hope so. It
Where
better
are we going
be.
to go? Where are we going to go?
Can I go for box 21, please?
We absolutely can. Now, box 21. Now, Leopard called her... her name is Angie, by the way. Leopard called her the purple number, I believe. Really bad thing to say about a woman, actually, Leopard. Really, really bad indeed. Her name is Angie. She was named after the Rolling Stones song, which came out in the late 60s, I believe. So she does look a bit old for her age, but she did have a tough paper round. So
we've all been there.
I mean, I haven't because I'm fucking terminally unemployed, but you know.
Me too. I've also actually never been there.
we've all been there, but actually we haven't been there really. So there you go, Angie. Box number 21, please. Let's keep it low.
Let's see what's in box 21. 250,000 pounds. We didn't want
Pain.
that to happen. Where are you going next?
Oh, mate, says Leopard. Rough. I can hear him fucking laughing. Oh, mate, that's so rough. It's fucking terrible.
Oh,
that is a real hammer blow, though. That's really bad. We have opened 4 boxes now. We do need a blue in this round, otherwise it is looking a bit grim.
It is
looking a little bit grim. But you've got 75 and 100k still there, so you know it's not the end of the world, I would say.
Can I go for box number 11, please?
You absolutely can. Can I just say it's Susie? Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Do you know it's there's a first-time chat here as well? Frecky? Crazy? Am I pronouncing that wrong? Are these your little fans that you brought in, Yogurt?
Yeah.
Thank you, genuinely thank you. I didn't want to say it to you, but I was gonna be sort of like, actually, do you want to get some of your mates in it? Welcome in, folks. You join us at a really harrowing time, actually. Yogurt has just opened a £250,000 box. But we'll claw it back. We will claw back victory from the jaws of defeat with box number 11, which is Freddie Jones, former actor in Scooby-Doo, if you could not tell by his fucking weird little shirt and stuff.
Huge fan.
Are you a fan of his song? Because he actually reached number 3 in the charts as bassist of Scooby and the Doos with novelty single Much Ado About Scoob. Do you remember that one?
Oh, it's my Spotify number 1 every year.
Freddie, you've got to love that, mate, and please keep this blue because we do need this. This could be the most depressing episode of Deal or No Deal if this is a red.
Box 11. Let's take a look. 5,000.
Oh no!
It's not. It's an orange. It's an orange. It could be worse.
Yeah, it's an orange. It's fine.
It could be worse. It's not a good round though. I do have to say we are going to get a pretty pitiful offer from the bank here. Susie just like to say, I don't like how uncanny all the models look. Feels like I'm being judged by them. You do get used to it, Susie, but you are being judged by them. All the same, you do get used to it though. Your first offer is £3,900. How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's not great.
Ready for the question?
It's not great, is it?
No.
It's not. It's more than the pound that you were aiming to win.
It is.
Yeah, it's a little bit crap. I'm allowed to say that pre-Watershed, I think. Possibly.
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you ready for the question, Yogurt?
Oh, go on then, ask me it.
£3,900. 3,900. I'm actually just going to say it properly, if you don't mind. £3,900. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
It's a no deal. So it's 3 boxes from now on. 3 boxes per round. An all blue round here would actually be class. And I think we can make it happen.
I hope it happens, otherwise I might actually cry.
You've waited several years for this moment.
Mm.
And It's not got off to the best start, but we can claw it back. We can claw it back. I'm just going to answer some questions from the chat first, if you don't mind. If you win over $1,000, it'll be a good episode. That is honestly, $1,000 is more than most people get in this, so $1,000 would actually be quite good. You probably could have fucking dealt on that, and it would have been good. Not sure what qualifications any of them have to judge on. I don't know, Fruits, but it won't stop them regardless. And Clayton asks, what's the other option next to ask me the question? It's do a sweep where you go around the contestants and they all nod or shake their heads depending on like yes to deal or no to no deal. That's what it is. Very rarely used in this. People generally don't like a sweep, which I find quite interesting. But anyway, sorry about that, Yogurt. Where would we like to go?
That's all right. Let's have a look at the left.
Absolutely, we can. There you go. Some lovely friendly faces there.
Can I have box number 12, please?
Box number 12, absolutely you can have. Box number 12 is Francisca. Now, Francisca is a lawyer from the Alps in Italy, and she wears a red top. And there was something else that Leopard said about her. And I've forgotten. I can't remember what was it, Lep? It's covered in sauce, covered in tomato sauce. Of course, she's Italian. Her red top, it's not actually a top, she's just covered in tomato sauce. It's a white top.
The bolognese everywhere.
Yeah,
We've all been there.
We've all been there. We've all been a messy spaghetti kid at one point in our lives. But Francisca is a messy spaghetti lawyer in her 40s, I want to say. No offense, Francisca. Box number 12, please. Let's keep it blue, unlike all that red that's all over your shirt.
Box 12, please. £5. Yes.
That's good. Even Noel said yes to that. Even Noel was happy about that.
Yeah, but he just says random things, so
he does, doesn't he? I would like to say that when 250k came up, it was an audible set of groans from the crowd. And you might think that's part of the course, but when Leopard was on, when 250k came out, there's a round of applause because they hated Lep. Interesting. For a red shirt, he gave us a blue. It's nice, that, isn't it, Clayton? All the red was on the shirt. There was none left for the inside of the box. So that's one blue in this round. Where would you like to go next, Yogurt?
Let's have a left again.
Yeah.
Let's go for number 17.
It's going to be number 17, and number 17, if you can believe it, is Judith. Now, there's a little bit of contention in the... Is it contention? It's a bit of a contentious issue, I should say, in the last episode, because Leopard claims that she is not wearing a hat, whereas I think she is wearing a hat. Leopard thinks that's her hair. What do you think about that? Sure,
See, I did
ask her.
think
Why don't you ask her?
Oh yeah, Judith. Is that your hair or a hat?
Hello, love.
Hello.
It is a hat, actually. I got the aircon above me, so I'm a little bit cold. It's why I got my scarf on as well.
Yeah, you see, Judith, I was stood there earlier, and the aircon's not even on. I think you're just trying to get a lawsuit. So.
Well, I don't think you should argue with me because I've got the box, and it's going to have $100,000 in it if you argue with me. So, yeah.
I don't believe the audacity of
Well,
this lady.
you don't believe me. Check this out then. So she's got a bit of arthritis.
Yeah.
It takes her a while to open the lid on this one. Oh, there she's got it now.
There she goes.
£15,000.
No.
She was right. It is a red.
Yeah, it's not the $100,000 though.
You don't want to wind up the deal or no deal gods.
One more box.
You need to learn from Leopard. You need to learn from Nerdmo, who was having a great game until he threatened to run someone over with a bus, and then the wheels fell off. So to speak. One more in this round, Yogurt.
Okay, let's head to the right.
Okay.
Can I have number 7, please?
Box number 7, absolutely. Now, box number... Ooh, fucking hell. Sorry about that. Box number 7, sorry to take your attention away from box number 7, who is Sabrina. Now, Sabrina is a teenage witch. But in her spare time, she is an adult witch.
I don't think she should admit that. She's going to be burnt at the stake now.
That's quite good there. For freaking like 19 episodes of this and no one's made any sort of joke like that. That's really weird. Really weird. Sabrina, please, we do need a blue here. It's not looking good. We need a blue, please. Any blue.
Open box 7. 10p.
Oh yay!
That's really fucking good indeed. Really good indeed.
She looks like Daphne. You know, we got Fred. She looks like
she does look like Daphne, doesn't she? And if this was the first episode, she would be called Daphne from now on. But unfortunately,
it's too late. She's a really good name.
We can't do any retconning at this point. I don't think.
Hello, banker.
It's not right.
Yeah.
I don't want to insult the loyal viewers of the show. Now your second offer is £5,000. It is higher than you. You did have 2 blues.
Are you ready for the question?
It was a 2 blue round.
If I had £5,000, I could develop my dream game, Pokemon Job. But if I got the 100,000, I could develop Pokemon Job and Pokemon Unemployment. So I'm joking.
How long have you been waiting to make that joke? It's sat there for like 3 hours, like it's stewing over it.
I wrote it down.
I love that though. I really do love that. That would be really nice if you could develop. I love the idea that Pokemon Job is a £5,000 game, but Pokemon Unemployment is a £95,000 game. Like, it costs orders of magnitude more to produce Pokemon Unemployment than it does to produce Pokemon Job. You'd have thought it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, you would.
Really weird. The banker is a mystery, Claydon. It may or may not be revealed in the series finale, whenever that may be. It's not anytime soon. Whenever we decide to cancel this, I suppose. Let's not think about that. £5,000 yogurt. How do you feel about it?
I think that's quite generous considering how badly that I'm doing.
I don't think. I think you can do better. Personally, as the host, I do think you can get a higher offer than that. I do think that is, in the circumstances, a pretty decent offer though. I am going to ask you the question now, Yogurt. £5,000. Deal or no deal?
Oh, it's going to be a no deal. I'm going to gamble.
It's a no deal. All your probabilities, you've got more blues left than reds.
Let's open some more boxes. Where
So,
are we going next?
Number 22 is looking at you. I'm so sorry, Claydon. She does that. Round 3. It's round 3. An all blue round is again. It could be on the cards. We have more blues than reds. So, probability wise, we're looking okay. Where would you like to go?
Let's go to the right. And I think I'd like box number 19.
Box number 19 is a really interesting one. Now, this is Lauren. Again, an order of controversy in the last show, because Lauren is the only gay person on the show, according to Leopard. Now, we did find out how he found that out. Sort of. Because he didn't actually say, but there was a strong sort of implication that he actually, really disgustingly to be honest with you, actually propositioned her for sex and she said no, as is her right as a woman, and he just automatically assumed that she was gay from that. Really bad stuff from Leopard, actually. Really, really bad stuff. And that's why he went home with 500 quid.
That's why he's going to get cancelled.
It is, oh dear, exactly, Adam. It is really bad, isn't it, actually? Really, really bad stuff. I am really sorry about that, Lauren. And to punish Leopard, actually, she had the £5,000, which was the other option, and he could have swapped it with her box, and he didn't. And she ended up with more money. So, Lauren, please, I'm really sorry about Leopard's behaviour in the previous episode. It's really bad. He has been severely admonished for it. But we would like a blue, please. And hopefully we can put this issue to bed Not to bed, as in like what leopard was. That's not okay.
Let's
Box number 19.
box 19. £10.
Ooh,
Very good. Very good indeed.
it's getting better.
God forbid a man have a hobby, says Leopard. Good grief. Good grief. 2 boxes left. An all blue round is still on the cards.
Okay, let's go for number 15.
Box number 15, super duper stuff. Now, box number 15, if you can remember, is Tree. Tree, spelled T-R-E-E, short for treacle. And you might remember her from her famous court case where she was convicted of vehicular manslaughter. She has killed several people while driving.
She did nothing wrong.
She did nothing wrong. That is a very interesting. Why don't you say that to her, and she might open a blue box for you.
Oh yeah, Treacle. I hope this box is as sweet as your name. You did nothing wrong.
Super stuff. Box number 15, please, Tree.
15. £1. Yes.
Oh, the pound.
Quite possibly, Claydon. Quite possibly. Unfortunately, so many of them are so like low res that it's actually impossible to tell their ethnicities. It's all very ambiguous, which I quite like actually. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that actually. I don't know. Yogurt, please stop me from talking and pick another box, please.
All right, let's go with number 22.
It's number 22 who was staring at Claydon earlier, if you can believe that. Now, number 22 is Patricia Croquette, formerly nameless until she was named. And she is wearing a turtleneck. Now, what colour is that turtleneck?
See, I'd say... Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember what you said the other day? Because I do.
I said the wrong one the other day because it looked like that colour, but now I'm not sure because it looks
now you're in
kind
the
of
studio
green,
yourself.
but also it looks kind of blue.
Yeah, you're in the studio yourself now and the colours look a little bit different.
Yeah. I'm going to say that she's wearing green.
Okay, that is what you said last time, and that is incorrect because it is more blue than green. I would say it's probably teal though. Now you can see it under the actual lighting. Now you can see it under the actual lighting. You are still incorrect, regardless. Box number 22, please. Patricia. Patricia, I hardly know her.
Open box 22.
That was my fault. That was my fault because I made that comment. I'm really sorry. I think that was my fault.
Can't believe you've done this.
I'm really sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. I genuinely don't know where that came from. I'm really sorry.
Hello?
Why does his phone cord move behind the table when he picks it up?
I don't know, but you've got a higher offer than you had last time.
Player 1, are you ready for the question?
£6,000.
So I can make Pokemon job and add a new Pokemon.
Just one. So there's only 5 Pokemon one. In the previous in it previously. It's got 6 Pokemon in. Yeah. Oh, I just want to say, Siam, please don't tell people. Please don't do that, Siam. That is not what I meant. Please don't do this to me, Siam. Fuck's sake. Yogurt, how do you feel? £6,000. Were you expecting that? I was expecting a lower offer, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's a nice surprise. It's not bad.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of blue.
Marcus is smiling in the corner.
And I have lost a pound.
You have lost a pound. You still have a penny. You still have 50p. But you still have 75 grand and you still have 100 grand. I'm going to ask you the question.
Okie doke.
YogurtCorgi. £6,000. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
Wow. It's a no deal. And it's a no deal from Yogurt.
Let's open some more boxes. Choose a box to open.
Where we headed? This is where it gets serious. This is where it gets. You might think you've been having a bit of a lark so far, but this is where it gets properly serious. And if you do not start taking it seriously, Yogurt, God forbid, it will hit you over the head with several red boxes in a row, and you will not have a good time. This is the part where Leopard fell apart. This is the part where Nerdmo fell apart. You've got to take this very, very seriously.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Lock the fuck in, please.
I am locked in. Box number 1, please.
Box number 1. Where is that? It's here. It's Roger Prodlington. Wow. This is massive. Roger Prodlington here to save our souls. Roger Prodlington, as we are all familiar with. Friends of the stream will remember Roger Prodlington from owning a zoo, managing a football team, surviving a nuclear disaster, shagging himself to death. That's Sims 4. Oh, he owned a prison. He was a prison warden at one point, I believe. Anyone else remember anything he did? He's gone through a lot of failure, says Fruits. Horrible thing to say to a man of such experience. Would you like to have a chat with Roger Yogurt, perhaps?
Yeah, you're right, Rog.
You're right, Yogurt. How's it going?
Oh, it's all right. What have you been up to?
Oh, not much, you know. I've just been sat here for the last few years. I've been retired, really. Going on holiday to Spain and you know, I've you know, fuck all.
Oh yeah. What do you think? You got a red or a blue there, Roger?
I really hope I've got a blue, but I do have a tendency to have reds in the boxes. I have had 250 grand on a couple of occasions. So it could be a red, but it could also be a blue.
Oh, I'm trusting you here, bud. You better give me a good one.
Okay, Yogurt, God bless.
Open box number 1, please. £3,000.
Oh, Roger!
That's an orange. No, that's an orange. That's an orange. At this point, anything lower than your previous offer is probably a good thing. I would say.
I guess that's true. I'm not very good at the numbers, so...
Yeah. Claydon, Roger Prodlington previously managed Prodlington Athletic in Football Manager 2021 and also PES 2021! YouTube for the VODs if you want to check those out, by the way. They are very old VODs. I would not recommend checking them out. They're really bad. Is that all he managed? Yeah, because Chris Tinkle did. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was his own football team. He managed his own football team. That's pretty good, that, isn't it? Sorry. Anyway, Yogurt locked out. Says Bark. We could get 2 blues, and that would be a very successful round, in my opinion.
Yeah. Let's go for number 13.
Box number 13, really good stuff. Now, box number 13 is from Mr. Brownshirt over here, John Watershed. John Watershed was a member of a boy band in... well, we don't know. We don't know what his boy band was. He was a boy band in the 90s, though. Could it have been Blue? Like the box that is inside his box? The answer to that is no, of course. It can't be Blue because Blue were formed in the early 2000s, so that doesn't really work. But we have been doing that joke for about 3.5 years now, so we might as well carry it on. Box number 13, please. Unlucky for some.
Unlucky for some.
I just said that, Noel. £500. Lovely stuff. That's what Leopard won last time.
So I might do better than Lep.
One more box before
which
the next offer. Let's make
feels quite good, actually.
Yeah. Honestly, any of the red numbers there, if you won one of them, if you didn't want a deal, if you won one of the red numbers, I think you've done very well. 10,000 will put you 4th place in the all-time leaderboard out of 19. So, is John Watershed sticking to his last name, or he's very PG and clean? Exactly, yeah. I don't know why he's called John Watershed. I think someone else named him.
No,
I mean, obviously, I didn't name him. Sorry?
Now he's gone, are we allowed to swear?
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. You do his box, and after that, you can just say, like, tits and stuff. That's exactly how it works. Not that tits is a swear, but... Can you say tits pre-Watershed?
I mean, if you mean the birds, maybe.
Yeah, let's assume that we don't mean the birds. His parents named very interesting. I might have to add that to the fact file for John Watershed. His parents named him. Very interesting indeed. Where are we going, Yogurt? We've got one box left in this round. If it's a blue, I think we're laughing.
Let's go on the right again.
Absolutely. 3 boxes left on the right.
Let's go for box number 4, please.
It's box number 4, and can you believe it? Box number 4 is Jorge, also known as Andre, and he is also, by complete coincidence, he's a ballroom dancer. But by complete coincidence, he is also Italian, just like Francisca, who is also wearing a red shirt. What do you think that means? It means he has also got fucking tomato sauce all over him. It's bloody Italians.
Disaster.
It's just the Italians. I'd hate to stereotype, but we've got 2 Italians on the show, and they both are just covered in fucking tomato sauce.
Do you think they know each other?
Quite possible. I don't know. I've never thought to ask, and I never will ask because I can't do an Italian accent to answer without it being a little bit problematic, unfortunately.
You know what? Fair enough.
So, yeah, I don't think we'll ever know, unfortunately. We'll have to see. Jorge, Andre, whatever your name is, box number 4, please. If this is a blue, we are on to a winner.
Box number 4. 100,000 pounds. We didn't want that to happen.
Oh no! You let me down, Jorge.
That round has changed the game.
That round has changed the game, says Noel.
Your
It's time to adjust your expectations. Just to let you all know, that was really bad. That was really, really bad.
Oh, that was so bad.
Hello, banker.
And the banker's going to give you an offer here, and I don't think it's going to be a good one. It's £4,100.
Oh no.
Player 1, are you ready for the question?
He's pissing himself. The banker is absolutely pissing himself. Egbert, or whatever he called him in the last one. What do you make of that?
Put it back down to 4 Pokemon.
four Pokemon and a bit of one.
And a bit. We can like get the concept down for the 5th Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can do some sketches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really bad stuff. Really bad. What are your thoughts on the game in general? How do you think this is going to transpire from now on?
I'm very scared.
Yeah. And you know what? You've been really unlucky the whole time, because £6,000 is your highest offer after 4 rounds is really quite low.
Yeah. It's rough out here.
It is rough out here, but I think if you were to get, I say it again, but you've got 5 blues and 3 reds. If you were to get an all blue round, suddenly it turns the game on its head. So it's up to you, of course, whether you'd like to take that. I am going to ask you the question. Yogurt. £4,100. Deal or no deal?
It's going to be a no deal from me.
It's a no deal. We can do better, folks. We can do better.
Okay, let's open some more boxes.
We can do a lot better than this. Where are we going?
Let's head to the left.
Plenty of boxes on the left, look.
Ooh, spoiled for choice. I might go for number 9, please.
It's box number 9. Now, box number 9 you might be familiar with. Does he look familiar to you?
Yeah, he's the guy from Frasier.
It is the guy from Frasier, as you've so wonderfully put it. It's Kelsey Grammer, folks, who played Frasier in Frasier and some other twat in The Simpsons. So let's say to Frasier, as a gesture of goodwill, who also lost his dear friend George Wendt today, who played Norman Cheers, R.I.P. Let's say as a gesture of goodwill to Frasier, who doesn't, let's be honest, he doesn't really deserve it. He is actually a massive prick. He's a big fucking like Trump supporter, I believe. Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling. tossed salads and scrambled reds. So we don't want the scrambled reds, but we do want the blues are calling. Okay. Are we on board with that? Or would you like a red here, Yogurt?
No, that sounds good.
Would you like to add to it or alter it in any sort of way or shape or form?
No, because I forgot how the rest of the song goes.
Fair enough. Box number 9, please,
Box
Fraser.
number 9.
I mean, Kelsey.
£50.
Woo!
50 quid. 50 quid. That's good. Any blue at this point? Any blue at this point? We're good.
Choose your next box.
Where are we going? Said the sat nav.
Turn left.
Very good. That's very good. No one's done that before. Very, very good indeed. You didn't do that, Leopard. That was funny. You should have done that, Leopard.
Let's go for number 20.
It's box number 20 now. Box number 20 is Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. You might think he looks a little bit like Phil Collins, actually. He actually is a Phil Collins tribute act in his spare time. He does also have a grotesquely swollen jaw.
Yeah, he needs to get a bit of ice on that.
Yeah, it's been like that for like 3.5 years though. So I wonder what's
Yeah, has he been to the doctor over it yet?
I don't know, but he also needs to go to. He looks like he has tits.
Do you know what? Fair enough.
So box number 20, please. I don't really know what to say to that. I don't. Have you got any sort of words you'd like to say to him before?
What?
No.
Okay, box number 20.
In box 20. £20,000.
And it's a round of applause from the audience.
What?
It's a round of applause from the audience.
How could they? I thought they were my friends.
I don't know. They're a fickle bunch, the audience. They're a really fickle bunch.
That wasn't very good.
No. We've got the 75 grand though. As long as the 75 grand is in the game, we're laughing.
Let's go to the right. We'll finish off the right.
Welcome in, Iris. Lovely to see you. Got number 6 and number 3.
Number 3, please.
It's number 3. Number 3 is Alan. If you remember Alan. Now, Alan is a plumber from Manchester. And he also likes to plumb in his spare time. What do you make of that?
Okay.
Why don't you ask him? Why don't you ask him a bit about him?
You alright, Alan?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
So, what's your favourite type of plum?
Oasis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do you like Oasis?
Yeah, they're alright.
Yeah, what's your favourite Oasis?
The red one.
Summer Fruits, yeah, it's a good one, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
I always get Oasis at McDonald's and then realise it's not a nice fizzy drink, and then I regret it and then chuck half of it away.
I get Oasis at McDonald's, but I actually like doing that. I like having a not fizzy drink at McDonald's.
Oh, it's nice. It's refreshing, but I don't
Yeah,
know. The fizz makes me like it more.
I suppose. Horses for courses, isn't it? Oasis for Oasis. Do you like North Face?
I mean, yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, what's your favourite North Face?
The North one.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. Do you like Corrie?
I've only ever really seen the Red Dwarf episode where they come to reality and then they go to Coronation Street. That's all I know about Corrie.
Actually, I've never seen that specific episode of
awful.
Red Dwarf. Oh, okay.
It's called Back to Earth and it was awful.
I might have to watch that. It sounds quite bad. Alan, lovely having a chat with you once again, mate. Please, mate. Blue like your shirt. Box number 3.
Let's open box number 3. Let's keep it blue. 750.
You'll have to take it. You'll have to take it. It is a high blue, but you'll have to take it.
Still a blue.
You've still got 75 grand. Aiden says he's why the fountains don't work in Piccadilly Gardens. It's bad, isn't it, Aiden? It's terrible.
Cowboy plumber.
Hello.
Cowboy from Manchester. There's a joke there somewhere.
Reasonable offer.
It's a £5,300 offer, which is your second highest offer so far. But you've got the £75,000, you've got the £10,000, but you have also got 3 very low blues there, including the 1p. Now, this is the part of the show, Yogurt, where I do ask the contestant for a little sob story. And I do really stress the word little here after what happened last time. When Leopard started going on about fucking bears changing dimensions. I would like a little sob story from you, Yogurt, just to get the audience back on side, because I think there was a round of applause when you got 20 grand, and I don't think that's on. I don't think they've judged you very well, and I think they need just another chance to sort of to get to know you a little bit. So off you go.
Well, big fan of the show.
Thank you.
I used to watch it when I was a kid with my nan.
Yeah.
My sister would stay downstairs and watch Disney Channel because my nan had Sky and we didn't have Sky at home, so we'd just steal her TV all the time.
We had that. My nan had Sky, but we didn't have. We called it Gran, but we didn't have. We just had channels 1 to 4. Sorry, it's your story. Go on.
No, that's just alright. Yeah, but yeah, she used to watch Deal or No Deal, and she didn't want to stop us from watching the TV, which was quite nice. So she'd go upstairs. There's a little, really, really bad, fuzzy, staticky TV in the spare room at her house. And sometimes I'd be like, I'm fed up of Wizards of Waverly Place. I want to go and sit and watch Deal or No Deal with my nan. She used to call it Dee-da-do Deal.
Sorry, did you actually?
Yeah, this is all true.
Why is it? I'm worried about asking this because I've just laughed at that. But why did she call it that?
I genuinely don't know.
Oh, okay.
She's just a bit like that. She'll just call things by the name that they're not sometimes.
Oh, okay. Dee-da-do-dee.
Yeah. She still really calls it, I think, yeah, Dee-da-do Deal. Yeah, it was really nice to spend time with my nan. She's not dead, but she does like Nigel Farage and Donald Trump, so.
She might as well be then. That's a really bad thing to say about someone else's nan. I'm really sorry. I don't know where that came from. Sorry, I fucking zoned out for him. Fucking hell, mate. There's a fucking out-of-body experience. I'm looking at myself from down up there thinking, what the fuck's he just said? I'm really sorry about that. I really am. Truly. I do stand by it, though.
Yeah, we always forget. She always gets sad. She's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? And we always forget that the reason we haven't seen her in a while is because she said just something really awful that she's... Well, they stopped reading the Daily Mail, and so they think they're better now because they stopped reading the Daily Mail, but all of their friends, they're in a car club and everything, which about says it all. All of their friends all read the Daily Mail, so they just get everything from them, and it's just made them even worse because now they think, they're better. Yeah. And it's not just the Daily Mail, but it is still the Daily Mail. They've just gone through a filter, and it's got worse.
Is that actually genuine?
Yeah. All of that is true. Like,
jeez, I mean, most people come in here and just make some bollocks up, but you've actually gone with something real there. Commendable, I have to say. And dare I say that might actually help get the audience back on side a little bit more, that you've not just come in here and started going on about fucking car boot sales and stuff. Really good story. I'm terribly sorry about that, though. And once again, I would like to extend my apologies for that comment that I made earlier. I really didn't. I'm not editing it out of the VOD. I have to keep it. I have to own it. I do have to own it.
It's alright. I was going to make the same joke, but then I thought.
Oh, okay. But you know what? It's actually all right for you to make that joke because it's about you. It's about your family and stuff like that. For me to come in and just go, actually, do you know what I mean? Though, if I'd made that joke about my family, it'd been fine. But if someone made that joke about my family, for me, it would have been fine as well. I wouldn't give a shit. But I know some people would be a bit sort of sensitive about that. So I would like to apologise for T Yogurt's family there for that really insensitive comment. Please don't show them this VOD.
See, I was thinking of telling her, but she'd think I was on the actual Deal or No Deal, and I don't think she'd quite understand.
You should have done that. That would have been quite funny. This is Deal or No. This is the reboot.
Well, my granddad has a better PC than me, which I'm really mad about.
Whoa. Stop. Your granddad has a better PC than you.
Yeah, so he likes to play Flight Simulator.
Oh, right. How
Yeah,
much
he's been
Grandad
playing
out of
it.
interest?
81,
Bloody hell.
82.
He's fucking got a proper gaming rig. I
Yeah,
love that.
he's got like a curved monitor and everything.
Wow.
I know, and I'm like, knock on wood, I hope they don't die anytime soon, because I do still love them despite it all.
Yeah.
But
is your granddad
I
like
really
you,
hope...
like your nan? He's sort of into that sort of bollocks.
Yeah.
That is a shame. That is a shame.
But no, I hope that I get the PC in as well, and that
I was just about to say that. Just about to say
because I had to set loads up for him as well. Every day he was calling me, and I'd had to go around and put his printer on and everything.
Right.
And
his printer on? What is he fucking printing off Flight Simulator?
yeah, no, it's just his car club things, and he was trying to make me do everything, and I was like, "You've printed emails before,
yeah,
so just print it like you usually would."
Yeah,
but he's calling me every day.
Can fly a plane, but can't work an HP. To be fair, printers are a fucking nightmare. To be fair, Nightlights.
Oh yeah.
So, well, that's a lovely story, Yogurt. It is very real though, which I'm not used to. Which is fine. I did say to you before. I did say you can be real if you want to. I just wasn't actually expecting that to be real. I haven't got a funny comment or anything like that to sort of segue into the question, so I am going to ask you the question, Yogurt. It's £5,300. Deal or no deal?
I'm gonna keep on gambling, and I'm gonna say no deal.
Keep on gambling. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. This is live on kick.tv or whatever it's called. We are doing some gambling.
Let's play on and find out, okay?
Where are we going, Yogurt?
Some more boxes. Choose a box.
This is the round. Sorry, I just want to say this is the round.
The round.
This is absolutely massive.
Let's get the right out of here. Let's do number 6. Please.
It's box number 6, and that is Prince Rodman Harry, who won a Dennis Rodman lookalike contest in 2006, which I believe was after he dressed up like a Nazi. If you remember that. Sorry to bring that up again, but that was Prince Harry, wasn't it? I've not just committed some sort of fucking libelous thing there. That was Prince Harry, wasn't it? I just want to get some confirmation in my ear before we carry on with this. There is a reason he is on the right, says Roots. He's not quite on the far right though. That is Alan, which is very interesting because Fraser's on the far left on this. I don't know what to say. That was him. Super stuff. We'll say it was Andrew. Move on. Perfect. Love that. Number 6, Harry. He is actually called Harry in the game files as well, which is quite interesting. So he might actually have been modelled after Prince Harry, possibly. We do need a blue here, Harry. We really do, because if we don't, then we are going to rush you, and you haven't got any security to help you out, as we all know. So you are in a very vulnerable state at the moment, Harry. So please, it does need to be a blue for your own good, if not for anyone else's.
Open box number 6. £70,000.
Harry.
It's catastrophic.
That's the game. That's the game.
Choose a box to open.
Oh, this is not good.
His army training won't help him now, says Adam. The Royals are really ticking. Yeah. Leopard got shafted by Lady Di. Turned to be a fine thing. And then, really weird thing to say about a dead lady. And then Yogurt's been shafted by Prince Harry.
Did they cheer or boo?
It was kind of a stunned silence. I think one person applauded. It sort of just went, and that was it. I think they sort of thought it was going to be a blue and sort of prematurely applauded.
That's embarrassing, that.
Still a prick, then, says Siam. Yeah. Yeah. We've got 3 boxes left, and it's very interesting, actually, because I think 2 of these 3 boxes were left until the final round in a Leopard's game. Very interesting. You've got a choice. You've got 10, 14, or 18, and we are really now playing for £10,000. Which would still put you 4th. That would still put you 4th in the all-time list.
That's not bad. I'm happy with 4th.
There is the 1p. And you don't want
I'm
to
not
be
happy
there.
with the 1p.
You don't want to be crammed in a little cupboard with Joel, Gundy, and Nerdmo.
No, do you know, when I used to watch Deal or No Deal with my nan, every time the 1p was mentioned, we'd just shout at the TV. We'd be like, "That's peanuts! That's peanuts!"
Why?
I genuinely don't know.
Fair enough. That's a lovely story. I really haven't got anything else to say about that, so you are just going to have to pick a box now.
Can I have box number 10, please?
It's box number 10, and box number 10 is Sarah/Sally. Or Sally/Sarah, it's actually written here. Now, Sarah/Sally, or Sally/Sarah, it's written here. That's really fucking difficult to say, by the way. Is a bus driver. So, have you got any sort of bus driver related comments you could say to her about, let's drive us to victory, or preferably not what Nerdmo said, which was, if this is a red, I'm going to run you over with a bus. Because that is when the game turned for Nerdmo.
Well, I hope she doesn't throw me under the bus with the last red.
That's good. That's actually genuinely really good. I'm really interested in what other people say to this joke, because I've heard like obviously about fucking 18 different versions of this joke by this point, and it's really interesting to see if there's still jokes that can be made that haven't been made, and I don't think that has been made. Much better than, I think it was TN's fucking "let's hope this is a double decker" or something like that. Really.
What does that even mean?
Exactly. It's one of those ones where you sort of go, "Oh, that's good," and then you think about it and you go, "Actually, it doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever." So it is nice that after 19 episodes of this, you did, Leopard. I don't remember what you said. What did you say, Leopard? We'll answer that afterwards. Box number 10, please be the 1p for me, if for nothing else.
Let's see what's in 10. 10.
No! I'm going to throw her into the bus now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It can't really get any worse than this.
One more box before the next offer.
Oh, this is not good. It's really not good.
This is a nightmare. Feel good beating Leopard, I remember hearing earlier. Oh yeah, you can't actually beat Leopard now. You can't actually beat Leopard. You do have the moral high ground though, because he bored the tits off everyone with his fucking stories. So you haven't done that. I think you've been a very unlucky but very likable contestant. Haha, didn't next. Fuck off, mate. Sorry.
I've been practicing actually my Deal or No Deal, so I'm really sad that
you've been practicing picking boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that number after 21 again? Fuck.
No, I did consider watching them all and analysing the best number to pick, but then I thought that's too much effort and I'm not going to bother with that.
I'm surprised no one's done that and published it online, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about real episodes or my episodes?
Your episodes.
I wouldn't sit back and watch my episodes. Half of them are fucking dross. Seriously, I would not bother. You're better off just watching the real thing.
Yeah, but then I have to watch Noel Edmondson, and I don't really want to.
Well, you're sort of doing this anyway, because he's got his stupid little CGI fucking head there.
Yeah, but if you just tilt the screen to the side, then we don't have to look at it.
Yeah, we could just have it like that. We just have an arrow over his head, like that.
Yeah. I don't know, because I was kind of like pointing at him a little bit, and it's like...
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
It's like the YouTube thumbnails.
It is... Fruitful Space has just said, it is possible to be worse, but the £1 isn't in play. That's a good point. In fact, it's not... Well, it's 10p, sorry, Fruits. Yeah, 10p. It could be worse. You could have... it couldn't be much worse, but it could actually be worse. So look on the bright side. You said you wanted a quid. You have a 1 in 3 chance of winning a quid now, unless you deal on this next offer and you get 50p or 1p in this next box. You could deal and win more than the quid. So it's up to you. Where are you going to go?
Let's go with box number 14.
It is box number 14, and you are going with Neil, who also goes by Jez, and he's wearing blue. He doesn't talk, unfortunately. I haven't got a voice for him, unfortunately. I know. I've only got voices for like 3 or 4 of them. It is a shame.
Is he called Jez because he looks like he should be called Jerry?
Well, it's better than fucking Stop Boats or whatever it was from Ultra earlier. That's a callback to the Pokemon stream, by the way. If you're watching the VOD for this, you won't understand that. That's fine.
Well, they'll have to go watch the Pokemon VOD.
They will. ! YouTube, folks. Please do be watching the VODs. Please do be subscribed on YouTube. I do need it. We are like 100 watch hours away from me being able to get monetized on YouTube, which is not really a huge deal in the slightest because no one's going to fucking bother. Like subscribing on YouTube or whatever. But that, you know, we're so close. We are so close. Jez, please, mate. Please. He's been sat there. A fucking shit-eating grin on his face.
He's got the 100 now, I just know it.
I think he's got the penny. I think he knows he's got the penny, and I think he's dressed for the occasion.
It's kind of a lighter blue than more like the 100. It's kind of matching a bit.
Okay. Box number 14, Jez. Please, please, please be the 1p. Please.
What's in 14?
Jez!
That's what we were looking for.
I love you, Jez!
We've done it. We've done it. Yog's not in the club. Yog is not in the club.
You caused some damage with that round, but there's still
I'm not
big
lost.
money to play for.
There's still big money to play for, according to Noel Edmonds.
Can't be that big.
Not really. I think he's been sarcastic, to be honest with you. It's not on, is it?
Hello,
Mm.
He should be doing
Bit
better.
rude.
Yeah.
Does it count if you're muted? I would write.
It
Sorry.
was bound
27
to
quid.
this time.
What can you buy with 27 quid? You can't even buy a
mouse.
Pokemon game.
Can't even sketch a Pokemon
No.
for Pokemon job.
No, you probably couldn't even commission some Pokemon emotes.
No, I might be able to get the trademark for Pokemon job.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be just under 20 quid, I'd imagine. You'll be able to get the trademark for that and have a little bit of change as well.
Yeah. Trademark Pokemon job, pay off my parents' mortgage, spend the rest on Costa or something.
Yeah. £100 is big, to be fair, says Tall Nerd TV. Barely get a Mackey's for 2 with that, says Fruits. Manikai says 27 bags of big bag crisps if they're on offer. Do you mind humouring me for a moment, Yogurt? Can we do a sweep?
Yeah,
I'm
let's just have a
genuinely
sweep.
curious to see what people say. It's a clean sweep of no deals. It's a clean sweep of that. It's unprecedented, apart from the times when it was precedented and it did happen. That is unprecedented. 21, no deal.
Are you ready?
How are you feeling about it?
I don't feel great.
No, I wouldn't either, to be honest with you. I'd feel really bad about it. It's crap.
I've seen bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
I think if you're playing for 27 quid and your choices are 50p or 100, you either go home with 50p, fair enough, whatever, I don't care, or you go home with 100, which is pretty okay.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have to say, well, you asked me the question.
Yeah, please. I was going to say, I was going to have a go at you then, because I haven't asked you the question yet. You do have to say, ask me the question, Noel.
Please ask me the question, Noel.
Thank you. YogurtCorgi. It's been a... I was going to say it's been a wonderful game. It's been a really depressing game, actually.
Game.
You could only... The maximum you could have won is $6,000. I think that might be the all-time lowest. I can confirm it's the second all-time lowest. The only person who could have won less, potentially, is Naz, who could have only won $5,000 max. But $6,000, you are second place, second bottom in the all-time potential leaderboard. I know, yeah. YogurtCorgi, it's £27.
Deal
or no deal?
No deal.
Wow. It's a no deal.
You seem very confident.
And we're getting a call. We are getting a call. We are getting a call, and I can't believe this because the banker doesn't normally entertain swaps at this stage. If there's very little to play for, he generally doesn't care. But the banker is offering you the option to swap your box with Puddles, who is over there, who has the box number. I don't know what number it was, but that's very interesting. And I think that's because you have played a very good game. You've been very unlucky, and I think the banker's had some sympathy for you, especially with the story about your nan and Didi Nodi and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think that is what's the word? Emblematic of the feeling of the audience, the general audience, and the general public towards you, Yogurt, who you've been a wonderful, wonderful contestant, and it just hasn't worked out. And I think everyone just feels a little bit bad. Even the people who are supposed to be your nemesis, they feel a little bit bad for you. And that's why the banker has offered you a swap. How do you feel about that?
I think I'm being played with. I think the banker's not actually being nice. He's actually being
really?
mean. He's trying to cast doubt over what I've got in my box. I don't think he's being generous. I think he's tormenting me, and he's trying to say, "Ooh, you're gonna swap. I know what's in the boxes, but you don't."
That's fair enough. He doesn't know what's in the boxes, though.
I think he does. I think he had a sneak peek.
Well, if he does know what's in the boxes, then we've got a classic case of the Monty Hall problem here. In which case, actually, the incentive is to swap. It doesn't quite work like that, and I won't go into why. But for entertainment purposes, that is exactly how it works. Actually, is that how you feel? I suppose we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So, Yogurt, are you going to accept the swap?
I think I'm going to stay with number 8.
You're going to stay with number 8,
and you know what? Number that wasn't lucky.
More power to you. No swap. No swap. Yogurt, it has been a really good game from you. You've been a great sport.
It's been really lovely. Thank you so much for having me.
It has been really nice. It's just a real shame that it hasn't worked out for you. However, saying that, you could come out of this £100 richer than you went into it. And that might be a significant amount of money for you. Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience, to the world, before this box is opened? Ignore my squeaking mic there.
Well, I'd like to tell them that they've been a lovely audience. And even when they cheered when a good one went, I don't care, because they've took the time out of their day to watch me fail miserably. And I think that's quite lovely of them. So I'd like to say thank you, audience.
There you go, folks. Would the audience like to say anything back to Yogurt? I wouldn't normally do this, but would the audience like to say anything back to Yogurt? Fucking Fred Jones keeps itching his head. Do you need to go for a fucking shower, mate? Fucking itchy head. He's got nits. He's got one pet nit. It lives in his head. He just brings it out when he has tea. That'll make Tall Nerd laugh. There you go. And make Leopard laugh as well. That's one for the Hairdresser Simulator VOD enjoyers in the chat, of which there are probably 2 of you. The rest of you got exclamation point YouTube. You've got to go and watch it. That's one for the archives. Absolutely. Absolutely. Or like all the good jokes. Like all the good jokes. Yogurt. I hope you have 100 quid in this. 50p would put you in a club with some people that I do not do not view with what's the word? Favour. Including Snorbuckle.
Oof.
So I do hope it's 100 quid, because I don't think 100 quid's been won by anyone with 100 quid. No one's won 100 quid before. So I do hope. Chagrin. Probably, maybe. I can't remember what I said, Leopard. Yogurt. I'm going to write you a check. And that check is going to have the number
£100.
£100.
Yay!
£100. And do you know what?
50p.
Puddles has £50, 50p there, sorry.
Didn't beat the banker. You dealt too late.
A bittersweet ending, I would say. That's a win in this game, says Fruits. I mean,
It's more than £1, so...
where does that put you in the all-time leaderboards? It puts you... There's 200 grand, there's 11 grand, there's 4.6 grand, there's 3 grand. There's another 3 grand. There's 500 quid. There's 250 quid. And then it's you with 100 quid. So you've beaten Nerdmo, you've beaten Snowbuckle, you've beaten Joel, you've beaten Gundy, you've beaten Naz, you've beaten Siam, you've beaten Nightlights, you've beaten Sophie and Jules, and probably some others as well that I've not got on there. Pretty good. Considering you could only win £6,000 maximum, that is a low offer. That is a low offer. And I just want to point out that Leopard is rubbing it in. I got 5 times that. Get to know. What do you feel about that? I'm going to actually let you decide what we do with Leopard. Is it a ban? Is it a ban?
That's actually really, really mean.
It is really, really mean. Is it a ban?
I don't think it's a ban. I think we should...
Is it a 2-week timeout?
I think we should give him the chance to say sorry. And if he doesn't say sorry, then... I'll cry.
Okay. Leopard. Leopard, you have your chance to apologise now. You've really upset Yogurt. Yogurt, who I've known for a lot longer than I've known you, and by a lot longer, I mean about 6 months.
It's a very long time, 6 months.
Okay, listen, Yogs, I want to say a heartfelt so sorry from my heart to yours, and I wish you all the luck with developing Pokemon Job.
Thank you, Lep. Thank you so much.
Very good, Lep. Very good. That is a reprieve from Leopard, and that is really class, actually. That's really good. £100, Yogurt. What are you going to spend it on?
£1 on my parents' mortgage. True story.
Yeah.
And then the last 99. Well, it's 99. It's 100 to sketch some Pokemon, so...
You have to do some crowdfunding.
Yeah, I'm hoping I might get a good deal on the concepts for £99 on Pokemon Job, and hopefully people will like it enough that they will give me a Pokemon Job.
Yeah, very good. I just want to put, I was really laughing at Leopard saying a flake because that was the joke I was going to make. That's it. What do you want with 99 quid? A flake. That's really good. Really, really good stuff from Leopard there. Chappers will donate £1 to the cause for Pokemon Job, if that's in the rules of Don.
Thank you, Chappers.
I don't see why not. I don't see why not. And there you go, folks. And there you go, folks. Please, if you're not, if there's something fundamentally wrong with you, and you're not following Yogurt, please rectify that immediately. One of the loveliest human beings I have come across in the Twitch world and in the general world, actually. There's no, I've known many people over the course of the last 5.5 years, 6 years almost, and none have stuck around for as long as Yogurt has, and that does deserve something. I don't really know. That sort of fell away. I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah, good stuff. Yogurt, please give Yogurt a follow.
Thank you.
It's been lovely to have you on. It really does deserve something. Putting up with me 5.5 years, it really does, doesn't it, Leopard? Yogurt did 2 streams with me where we sat on a bus for 8 hours.
And we're going to do a third. Let's go right now.
We're going to do a third right now on stream. We're 8 hours into the stream. Let's do another 8 hours.
Are you free this weekend?
What for?
Because I'm by myself at the weekend, so I can stay up all night being noisy. And I was thinking of just getting on that bus going down to Mecca Bingo.
Oh God. The last time we did it, and it was no fault of you or it was Bubblies we were with, who I don't think goes by Bubblies anymore. I'm really sorry, I've forgotten
Mocha,
what.
formerly known as Bubblies.
Yeah. It really hurt last time. I sat in this seat for 8 hours without moving. I did not get up from this seat in 8 hours. I committed to the bit of sitting in this seat for 8 hours and sitting on bus and just having a chat for 8 hours. And it actually sucked. With no disrespect to the people who were on the bus with me, who actually kept me sane, it did suck the life out of me, and I vowed never to do it again.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna ever do it again. Twice is enough. Once was enough.
If there was a huge, like, if it was a massive charity thing where it was guaranteed that we get like $1,000 for charity, if we sat, I would absolutely do it. But I remember having all the fucking snacks. I had like some little fucking brioche things as well, little chocolate chip brioche things. Yeah, it was no VOD for that, unfortunately. It was pre-VOD that. We did one, I think we did one at the start of COVID, actually. If you remember that. And then we did one, it was in around October, I think, of 2020. Where I was a little bit more prepared for it, but still really just felt like I lost something over that journey. But again, no disrespect. It was not the fault of the people I was on the bus with.
We had a good time at Mecha Bingo.
We had a great time at Mecha Bingo. We did. I mean, I didn't even really spend anything. I was just sort of, I just had an orange juice and then left. I went back home.
Yeah, well, that was the second time was the journey back.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I spent 6 months there, and all I bought was an orange juice. I just survived on one orange juice in 6 months. So there you go. Thank you very much, Yogurt. Thank you so much for taking the time for this, and also for putting up with me constantly changing the time of it, because I didn't know when I was going to be free and when I wasn't going to be free. So thank you so much for that. I know I mucked you about quite a lot, and you were very gracious in accommodating for that, which deserves vocal commendation. I really don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just saying things for the sake of saying it. I'll let you go, Yogurt, if that's okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say to folks before you head off?
No, I don't have anything to say. Bye, I guess.
And there you go. It's a disconnect, and Yogurt's gone. That's it. That's it. Bye, I guess. Famous last words. I felt a bit harsh doing that. I didn't mind doing it with Leopard because he was sat there talking about bears and stuff. But Yogurt was that's really nice. That was very, very nice. Yogurt, thank you so much. Thank you so much, folks. It's a real shame. If I wanted anyone to win 250k, it was going to be Yogurt, and it didn't happen. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Deal or No Deal will be back on Friday morning, which is a very odd time. It's a Friday morning. This Friday coming up in the morning, it'll be about 10 a.m. I think. So what I'm probably going to do is have a little bit of a maybe just chatting with you for 20 minutes or something like that, and then we'll get the guest on. And then we've got a couple more next week, and then there's a few more the week after. So we've got plenty to go on. But that is me for today, folks. I am going to close this game because I'm actually going to delete Yogurt's character. I'm really sorry about this, Yogurt. I do have to do it though. You have been deleted from the world, I'm afraid to say. And please exit without saving. Please, 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 please. Thank you very much. Okay, the game stopped.